Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Boogered Up podcast,
That's me.
everybody.
That's me.
Let us clear the air right now because it is Wednesday. As you guys know, we doubled down on it.
We doubled down like
And
a fat
we have
bitch and a
to-
fucking...
What?
I said we doubled down like a fat bitch and cheese fries.
We gotta explain some things off that last episode. We gotta.
That was me. Your boy fucked up.
At the beginning
Again.
of the episode, we let y'all know that it
Apologies.
was Nick. Nick didn't start that up. You know, we're down. You know, even Cody Ray wasn't here last episode. But
I didn't start the
Sleazy
fire.
ain't here. Taylor ain't here.
Hey, but I
Garrett
didn't-
been gone for months, and we don't even know if he's where he at. Where Garrett at?
Bro, it's almost been... Yeah, it's been fucking
It's
months.
been a long time.
Sleazy's not here, but he still left like a memorial, like he is. Like he got
We
a
still got
fucking,
Bush Light.
he got a half a case of Bush Light Peach.
His fucking...
He
his
still
merch.
has
merch.
his Boogered Up merch that he has not picked up yet.
He's got a cum rag over there.
That's mine.
And what is that, a candle? Yeah.
That's that bourbon. Yeah.
Chair be smelling like shit.
So we don't know. Currently, right now, today, we don't know if it turned out beautiful. And Fairy Tale was able to do some absolute magic to it.
Oh, for the
For
scramble?
the the episode.
Oh.
Where the fuck did you just go?
I thought you were talking about, me being a play. Us talking about our scramble we got on Saturday.
No, I'm apologizing to the future people. And if it sounds great and that beginning part just doesn't make sense, then awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Then everybody DM Travis and be like, Travis, like make him like
Oh yeah.
like
If
degrade
if
him,
Friday's episode
make him
sounds-
feel real bad
If
about
Friday's
himself.
episode sounds as good as the rest of the episodes, or if not, almost as good as the rest of the episodes, you guys can comment right in here and tell me to shut up.
Or message his Instagram and make his Friday shitty.
It's Monday currently.
Oh, well, make his Monday shitty. Make his Monday
Mondays
extra
can
shitty.
be shitty. Mondays
Yeah,
often can be shitty.
you don't want to go to work, so Travis is gonna be in that mood because he's like, "Fuck, I don't want to get up, man. I'm cozy in bed." And then boom, he gets hit with a DM. You suck, jackass, or something crazy. You know?
Hey, I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with that. I'm gonna be honored. I'm gonna be honored to take that because your boy over here was able to do some editing work for real. Speaking of editing work, real quick, I just want to throw out there. I didn't get to mention this yet. For the first time, because I do the dabbling of the edits, the visual edits. For the first time, I got paid to do editing. For the very first time, I got paid. I was super fucking stoked to do it, and I wanted to throw it out there just to self-plug myself. If any comedians want any work done for your clips on stage
Plug that
or your
shit.
podcast in general, if you want some work done and you like what Boogered Up does and you like a couple like Bill Squire and Chris Harvey, a couple of the videos I've done, hit me up. I would love to do.
the
I
Chris
would love to
Harvey
do more
ones were
work.
dope.
Thank you.
6.
Are you?
I just hit like 6 fist bumps.
Yeah, I'm just over here the whole. I'm like, I'm tangled up over here.
Like 45
I'm tangled up. Dog. I'm over here like this. I don't know what to
I
do.
know.
But no, I hope it did sound. I hope it did
Hell
sound
yeah.
good. And
Shit.
seriously, that's a real thing because I do enjoy editing. Editing is awesome. I love catching the moments that we have on this podcast and turning it into more beautiful
Into
things.
more like
And cooler things, visual and stuff. I already got that. Don't you dare put another one of those fucking things in. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked.
Oh, my
that the
spitter's
mic-
over there. I can go get it.
I'm so stoked that the mics weren't on, dude, because I mentioned it in the
I'm
episode.
not, bro, because
this
it was such a
motherfucker
good
crinkle
episode.
and when he spits, bro.
I was like-
when he spits like a 5-year-old that doesn't like the
Have you ever
food.
chewed before?
Yeah,
Like
bro,
chewed?
I used to chew.
Did I ever
Probably
tell you
not.
the story of the one time he chewed and he was so
It was the
buzzed,
very first
he was
time
so
I
buzzed
chewed.
off his ass. This dude looked like he was drunk.
It was the very first
I've been
time
there,
ever.
He
I've
was
been there.
so
though.
buzzed. He had this water bottle.
I remember
in his
he
hand,
took.
and he was like
I was
this.
outside.
He went
I
to-
remember
shut
the
up.
whole
Shut up.
story.
Shut
I
up.
remember
I
what
watched this. I watched it.
I was on the side. I was there.
Dude, he was sitting next to the side. He was on the side right next to the cupboards, and he's leaned up against it. This motherfucker went to spit, and it was like,
Blew a bubble.
blew a bubble.
I blew a spit bubble.
with thread spinning in the bubble, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's
chewing
disgusting.
backer. It was long cut.
Oh man.
I remember when he handed me the can and he said, "Try it, Fairy Tale," and I said, "All right." He already packed it up. It was like late. It was late at night, bro. I was wearing a plain white T-shirt, bro, and some basketball shorts.
Wasn't playing white after
Nope.
that.
And I had a Kroger brand water bottle to spit in. I remember it all, dude.
That shit was funny as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It was
uh,
funny as fuck.
It was nasty, bro. There was long cut in the bubble.
That part was very disgusting.
When you first started chewing, it make you have to poop a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, 10 minutes in it, not even, like 5 minutes of him putting that Zen in, he was like, I'm gonna have to poop.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
like, I'm
that
gonna
made me
let you
have to poop
know.
a lot,
I
like,
might
when
have
was
to
in high
poop.
school.
I popped the zinny.
There's one time my friend, in high school. It was when we first started chewing, and he was being funny, dude. He did a horseshoe upper decker.
Oh my god!
And we were at like a stop sign, like two streets from like where we needed to go, and he puts this fucking horseshoe upper decker in, and before we get to where we need to go, so like 2 streets, he's throwing up out the side of the truck. It was the funniest thing ever.
How far did you make it? Like not even.
Where is this guy right now? Is he in prison?
No, he was actually one of my funniest friends.
Oh my god!
He threw in a horseshoe upper decker, bro.
Upper decker.
He had
like the,
Dude, I was trying.
He did because he would just do stuff like that. Get like road sodas. He had a Firebird. He was fucking funny, dude.
Dude,
Shout
Lord
out,
have mercy, bro.
Shout out to that dude, bro.
He had the dolphin laugh. Like when he would get going, but it was a deep. Like he had a deeper voice, so it would be that pace, but it was like. Yeah, but faster. It was hilarious.
Bro, that's so funny. Shout out that dude, man.
The dude
Shout
needs
out
to come on and just laugh one time.
No, he needs to come on and throw in a horseshoe upper decker, bro. I need to see this in
I'll
person.
I'll throw up.
We'll place a can next to him, bro. I need to see this. I won't throw up. I just want to see greatness.
Dude, I've
Part
thrown
2.
in one horseshoe in my life.
Never.
And it was the most wasteful thing I've ever done.
I didn't even
like
like chew all that much, bro. I liked Redmond. Redmond was my
Hey,
shit.
Stuff that you had to chew up.
It ain't that anymore, bro. That's
American.
Not,
what is it? America's Best.
Yeah, so I bought a
America's
Redmond
Best.
hat because I used to chew that
Like,
all
bro,
the time.
oh my god, with Hubba Bubba,
I used to chew that
made
all the
it
time.
so. Oh, bro,
And
it was like a bubblegum raisin.
I found out after I bought it. I showed Kaylee all these hats, and I'm like, look at all the hats I bought. She's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, it's a chew brand. She's like, you know that got changed, right? And I was like, what are you talking about?
You go through that bag yet that I gave you?
What bag?
The Tyler's bag.
Oh no, it's still in my car.
Okay, look up in the top pocket, dude. There might be some like America's Best in that still.
If there is,
if there is,
I'll eat some.
It's still like Redmond though. It's like
it's still the OG.
It's still the OG shit.
So that thing is dry.
Dude, you ever try that Outlaw dip? They got some. I tried the Lucky Lipper, bro, and it tastes like Mountain Dew.
You're talking Outlaw, the
YouTube dude.
The guy, yeah, Outlaw. Okay, yeah, he has his own line of dips. He actually was a YouTuber that was like, he did like music, but mainly all he did was dip content.
And
somehow, like, I even got on it till I was watching this
I watched him for a while. He was pretty funny.
And he just makes his own dip now?
Now he has his own dip brand kind of deal.
Damn. It's like no tobacco, all nicotine. He's got a bunch of different flavors. There's like a root beer flavor.
Wait,
There's
what
like
is
sweet
it?
tea.
What'd you say?
All nicotine, no tobacco.
Yeah, like
I thought he said all tobacco, no nicotine, and I was like,
no.
What's the point of that? That's got to be a god off. You got strong.
No, it's actually pretty good. Like I like the Lucky Lipper.
I've never had it. I'm just not much of a dip guy anymore, man.
I am not either.
That shit tastes like Mountain Dew. That would be nuts.
I'm trying to kick nicotine right now, and it's been fucking so hard.
You did real good earlier.
Real good.
Tomorrow's 3 weeks. No nicotine.
Nux, dude.
Dude,
hell yeah, bro.
Air Nux. That's awesome, dude. I'm proud of you.
I still want a cigarette every day.
Dude.
Every time I smell one.
Every time I smell one, I'm like, fuck. That could be me.
I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore, but when I smell a cigarette, a good smelling cigarette, I'm like, what I would do to just...
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's all how I smoke. I never did that.
That's so ugly. You're just...
it was off of Shameless. I learned it from what's his name?
Lip.
Lip would go out from the restaurant, or not from the restaurant, because that's his the bear or whatever. But he would come out of the house and just... And like I always held my cigarettes like that because
that's how I hold it when it was raining.
Oh yeah, it was. I had a raining hold.
I hold it like a blunt.
A cigarette?
Yeah.
I'm about that life, bro. I was fucking.
Fuck yeah, or I'll hold it too.
I hold it like an adult.
I hold it like an adult, dude.
I did it sideways. I didn't like doing this. Because I do
sideways
doing,
like that, like
looking thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. I never.
I was like
cigars. Cigars, I go like that all the time.
The first time I ever bought like a pack of cigarettes, and then I was smoking it, like I lit it up, and I'm driving, and I fucking hit this cigarette. And the first time I go to ash it, as I'm driving I fucking go like this, and it just fucking goes. Like the whole cigarette. I took like
The whole thing disappeared.
I took like 3 puffs and I like went to ash it out the window and it just like took it.
You just sit there for a second, like,
He's
okay.
like,
do I try it
Gone.
again? Oh, sure.
sure. Take 2.
motherfucker sucked down 3 cigarettes before he finally sucked.
Yeah,
the
before I
one.
learned
Before he
how
figured out how to
to
ash
smoke
out
and
the
drive.
window.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Could you imagine he does the same thing the second time, like the same exact?
It would have
All
been
right.
better if somebody was with me, but
But
I
he's
was by
like
myself.
thinking about this. He's like, all right, be conscious. And then he's
so
like,
scared.
"Phoomp."
All the ashes are slowly just
He's like,
disappearing
all
from the
right,
top.
all right, floop.
How do you guys feel about people that smoke cigarettes inside a car with the windows up?
You're an animal.
Yeah, you're an animal. There's a thing for weed, that's called hotboxing. But hotboxing a cigarette, man, you've
There's like no
you've
pleasure
been through
in
it.
that.
You've
Yeah.
been through it, man. You want to sit in sorrow
You had a
and
rough
think
day.
about.
You had a rough day.
That's
you've
like
had a rough life.
That's an OG grandpa thing for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, and the weird part is half the time the people that do that legit don't really smell that bad like cigarettes, like to what you think they would. I know a couple people that smoke with the windows up in their car and shit, and they'll smoke inside
Drop a
their
name
house.
right now.
Huh?
Drop a name right now. I need to fucking know.
I can't do
That's
that.
barbaric. Drop a name right now.
Dude, I used to smoke cigarettes inside my friend's house.
Drop
Do you know how
initials.
Cool,
Drop an
as a cigarette
initial.
smoker,
I need
how
a
cool
first
was
and
it-
last
How
initial.
cool was it to smoke inside of somebody's house? Be able to go in there
I'm
and
gonna
they're like, "Oh, you
find
can
out
just
who
smoke."
you are.
It was cool at
Why are you
first,
doing
but
this?
after a while, I didn't like smoking inside.
Even other people's places, even if it was okay.
Right. I mean, well, like different.
I look at that as a
circumstances.
luxury, man.
If I'm getting like fucked up and like if this place is trash, like sure, I'm smoking cigarettes in there. But if it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
nice
yeah.
house
There was-
and somebody's just
there
like,
was-
oh, you can smoke in here.
There
I'm
was
like,
cat
nah.
pee on the
Oh,
ground.
oh
and
yeah.
shit. Like
If it's like, if I like don't feel comfortable eating like dinner on my lap on a styrofoam plate in that house on the couch, I'm just gonna ash on the floor. You know what I mean?
I've been to those places. Yeah.
Yo, yeah, bro. I've
Just ash
been.
on the floor. Fuck it. You ain't got you ain't got nothing for me, bro. Like. Do you ever, dude?
this is about to get
It's like
wild.
the
This is about to get a wild one.
No, it's not even that wild.
It's like the disrespect that they're like giving you permission to smoke, but you have nowhere to ash. It's like, okay, a little carpet protein.
like unprepared stoners.
Little
you ever,
carpet
dude, you ever
protein.
smoke with somebody and they ash on their rolling tray?
Yeah,
Dude, that drives
I
me
used to
nuts.
be that guy, bro. I
drives
used to
me
do it. I
nuts.
was just too lazy to get up and get my ashtray.
Oh my god!
Hey, but I
Just
would
keep it with it.
But-
Just keep like every time you grab the tray, just grab the ashtray.
But dude, I would literally just dump it out because I just have stems on it at that point. I'm like, okay, I don't need it, because I used to just break it down with my hands. So I was like, I don't leave any soldiers behind. So, the ashes, the fallen soldiers get thrown in the trash can.
I guess.
You got to think logically, man.
Cody Ray,
Or there's
absolutely.
like a bottle or a
Cody
can or
Ray.
something like anything.
Listen, bro.
that's just like not
I
what
filled
you're
up-
using. It's like it's like you get done eating and then you throw your trash like back onto your plate.
This guy, he is so. I think he's more pissed off about this than me not showering and re-wearing shit.
Bro, he said that's like eating and throwing the garbage right back on your plate. That's a really good analogy, bro. I'm not going to lie, but...
That's good.
Oh, my God, yeah. I don't know, though, man. I once filled up like a Gatorade bottle like this. I lived at my old house, man, and I was allowed to smoke weed in there.
Yeah.
So I lived there.
I'm sorry, Nick, I'm sorry. He blew
I
such
know,
a
I saw
fat
him doing
cloud.
that.
And
blow it
Cody-
that way. and
Cody
it-
Ray didn't look to the side, and Cody
Let
Ray
me
goes,
rip it one
"Oh,
more time,
fuck."
Cody Ray. Let me rip it one more time. It's story time. So I had, I was allowed.
Y'all gonna give me a headache.
So I moved in. I moved to Tiffin in January, like January 19th to be exact, because that's when I met Taylor. But
Oh, wait, you met her on the wait? Oh, you moved to okay.
well, no, I guess I didn't. I guess that's like when I was officially established in Tiffin. Like I had, my room all set up, rent paid, like I was good to go. But I was allowed to smoke in there because they were all cool with it. I just kept the windows open, incense. Stoners know everything about keeping that smoke out. But I was like, instead of throwing my roaches away, I just threw them in a Gatorade bottle, bro. And I filled that whole Gatorade bottle up by the time in like 6 months. That's how much weed I smoked in there. I was going through an ounce a week, bro.
That's a lot of Swede.
That's a lot of Swede.
You used to smoke. That's why half the time you like don't know what the hell you're talking about on this podcast. Because you be smoking so much that you're short.
But I don't spend as much at all like what I used to, bro. I was doing the math at one point, and I was like, okay, I get an ounce a week. I get it for this much. I want to see what I would spend in a year if I stayed on this track, bro. I would have spent like $12,000 in fucking weed.
Yeah.
Just $12,000 in weed, bro, just to feed a habit.
I wonder how much I spent on like alcohol and shit like that. Like
that was like a huge wake up call. I was like, bro, I can easily ration this, and like I don't need to roll fat ass fucking doinkers every time.
Well, that's why I went to pouches when I was chewing.
I went to papers
when I was chewing tobacco. It was because when I had long cut, I would put 4 chews in on the can because I just kept getting bigger and bigger. And as I had to cut it out somehow, and plus like the pouches that were already supplied, the ones that I was getting were softer and shit, so it was nicer. So it was beneficial for me, and that's the same step that you took. But at the same time, I was kind of like,
sorry,
I thought
I blew it at Evan.
I was going to 3 pouches, but when I quit, so it was kind of like I don't know, it was probably like 15 pouches in there, so I'm getting like 5 chews out of it. So like 4 chews, 5 chews, basically.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm sticking to one of these pillows in my mouth at once. I can't go any harder than that because if I go harder, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, it's going to get worse.
Then I'm looking at 12. Dude, Evan said he puts 3 in and forgets about it. And I'm like, brother.
I'm like, bro, I can make a quarter last me like a month and a half now. Like, I used to go through that shit in a day.
That's bonkers, and I don't even know what that means.
Oh, okay. Cody Ray knows what it means.
Yeah, I was the middleman.
That's progress.
I sold weed with a buddy, and all I did was I was the delivery man. It was a 25% cut for me to literally just go and deliver it, go from A to B. That's all I did. Damn. I never did any weighs or nothing. They were like, "Is this the right scale?" And I knew what the product that I had, and then they would scale it because I didn't have a scale, and I was like, "Yep." And then I just got the money and went. I never had a problem either. But then when I did the little fake trap house thing we had, there was an issue, and that's when I learned quick.
That's so funny.
But I also had the middleman. I was just a supplier. I was just a guy that was like, I got you right here.
You're like DoorDash for fucking weed, bro.
I was.
Hey, yo, you started something. You started DoorDash. What the fuck?
Where is my money on this one? Grubhub. I am Grubhub for weed.
I'm fucking pissed. They deliver in Michigan.
Weed?
Yeah.
To your house?
They deliver it to your house like a motherfucking pizza dude.
That's nuts.
You know what I'm saying? You hear weed maps.
You know what's hilarious is that there's somebody upstairs that is on the same shit that probably thinks somebody's at the front door or no. If you give me another nice guy in his knuckles, it's contagious. He's just going at it.
He's fucking knuckles.
Why are your knuckles so cold too?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Why
are you so warm? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of chilly down here. I am in shorts and a t-shirt. You know, I am a little underdressed compared to you guys.
I did just put on jeans.
You did. You were a little chilly last episode,
Friday's
weren't you?
episode, I had shorts on that were really nice. I forgot I had a laptop on my lap, so you can't really see the cool tiger shorts that I had.
But you can see his fucking nuts.
And damn near.
Comment the time exactly when you can see his dick.
You can't. I skimmed through it. Before we started this episode, I was trying to make sure just to see. It was getting close. It was getting real close.
Like the Hamburglar. I don't know. Just thinking of your balls.
What happens? This is what happens when you give him the sweet.
I'm thinking of
Hamburglar.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his balls falling out, and it's like the Hamburglar mask. Like, you know, one on each side. It's like, ooh.
I don't think they would do that.
I don't know. Big enough. I've heard of, isn't it called like a Hamburglar when you set your balls on a bitch's eyes? Or what, you give her the bat wing? No, you spread your sack?
Nah, dude. It's kind of comical.
What are you saying?
Small balls.
Oh, hey, dude. Balls are balls, bro. Yours probably bounced a lot higher. No?
No bouncing.
No bouncing. Y'all ever, like...
That's okay, though, because bounce hurts sometimes.
I know we don't need to fucking go back to our WebMD days, but I think I should.
Okay.
Like...
Oh, my God. All right, yeah, go ahead.
How come... Do y'all ever just have, like, a nut go up in your body?
Yeah. You don't know that there's like a trap door?
But is that like why? Is it because he's scared?
No, you can put your ball in, dude.
Is it like by accident?
Pound Cake was telling us about this. You can stuff your balls into your body.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh yeah,
there's like a little container for your balls inside you. You don't even know. You can become.
I just didn't think it was like insanely healthy. Like, and then you're like,
well, that's what a lot of drag queens.
Okay,
do.
Well, let me ask you: do you push it out then?
Yeah, immediately.
It feels so weird. It just drops. It just goes into. It's like kablump. It's like a turd hitting the fucking toilet water. Kablump. But it's just hitting the bottom of your ball sack.
Usually it happens when you're laying down.
Dude, I was that
busting
close.
a nut.
I mentioned it.
It happens when I bust nuts sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, he went way up there.
God,
I mentioned it on the Friday episode.
So hard it dribbles.
I mentioned on the Friday episode, but I think I swallowed his in because I don't remember if I took it out or not. So I almost looked it up online if it was safe to swallow his in, and I typed it in, and I thought to myself, what would Nick do? And I was like, don't look it up because you look it up and it's gonna say you're gonna die in 3 minutes.
Hell
and then you're gonna be super scared.
I just throw it up, bro. I'd start pulling the
trigger. I didn't. I was waiting. I was starting to get a little sweaty, and I was like, is it because I'm overthinking? What's going on?
It doesn't say on the thing.
I tried reading the can. Don't do that. Don't do that. What do you do?
We need to know,
I'll let
Cody,
you know
right?
if it's bad news.
All right, yeah. And then you got to fucking really dive into the bad news.
I'm fucking terrified.
I'm a sucker for bad news. I know I haven't swallowed this in, so let me hear what these bastards are in for. Tell them what they won, Cody.
I'm terrified. This is terrifying stuff right here.
It's like the price.
I didn't do this because I didn't want to. Oh my god.
Oh god damn it! I left Sam up there. Look at him. He's just chilling. I looked back at the Pop Funkos and I was like, oh, damn. I can't. I want to replace Draco Malfoy.
No.
Well, you got to replace Posty then with Draco because I want Sam up there.
Put him up there.
Or I'm gonna put him on top of the horns.
Sure.
Hell yeah, Sam Winchester in this bitch.
Is there anything?
Dean, Sam.
Cody has been quiet this whole time.
Cody Ray, what's wrong? Look at my car.
No, you're good.
Oh, fuck, that's what's
There's no tobacco in it, and they're made from like non-toxic. It's just gonna release nicotine slowly in through your stomach.
That's why I was.
Oh shit! That's probably why you might have been.
I was feeling a little sweaty.
Tummy under the weather, maybe.
Nah, I was feeling a little sweaty. I was feeling a little cloud 45.
Bro, I've been real bad. I've been like craving like fast food constantly lately. Is that bad? I've been like craving it. Like I can taste the Wendy's spicy chicken.
I've been munching out a lot more since I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Bro, like oh my god, I'm just so
I've been like so much hungrier.
Dude, I think it's
so much more hungry.
Slowing down on the nicotine. More hungry. When you quit smoking?
I just thought of something that we haven't talked about, and oh my god, we need to talk about it. What? I don't know why. I was thinking to myself, I was like, there was a topic for like the last 5 minutes. There was a topic that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't remember what it was.
Did I help you to
right
it?
Now, I don't know how this helped me. I have no idea how this helped me, but the fucking really rich people that went down looking for the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot that we haven't talked about this,
bro.
We didn't talk about it on Friday's episode either. Holy crap! This is Wednesday too. I don't know if there's any more news because it's coming out on Monday.
Yeah,
so I don't know
wasn't the Titanic itself like a conspiracy of like a lot of the wealthiest people on Earth?
Yeah, it was like one of the finest like boat rides out there. Like all the
with a lot of the richest people.
Really.
And there was only certain ones that got off or something like that.
Well, whoever made
tickets
it,
with $250K a pop.
Not for the Titanic.
Well, I know, but for the submarine trip.
I thought it was $200.
$250K, $250,000.
Are you sure $250? I thought it was $200.
Bro, $250.
All right.
Now look at me.
And there was like 5 of them.
Was there only 5? I don't know how many people were on the boat.
That's $1 million right there.
It's over.
Get him. The math ain't mathin'. Get him. He thought it was $1 million. Do you still think it's $1 million?
Did you guys look up?
Now
more?
I think it's like 1.2.
5. Are you doing math? Are you opening your calculator right now?
Yep. What do I got to do?
Brother,
250,
are you okay?
1, 2, 3 times 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1.25. I was close.
Is this a real thing? Those are quarters, Nick. How much is 5 quarters?
Shit.
It's $1.25.
Did you guys look into it? Like, what was the...
So, from what I know, from what I was able to see, people bought into this, but and I don't know if this is the very first one, but what they did is they took a submarine, which every time I see it on there, all I can think about is it looks kind of like a pocket pussy, which is really funny to me.
Texting my dealer, sorry.
Anyways, it for sure looks like a pocket pussy underneath water. It's hilarious. But this boat went down 12,500 feet to go see the Titanic, and they were going to take a trip to see it. From what I am aware, the boat got lost, had some sort of malfunction to where like they have no idea where this boat is.
Did you see what it's being controlled by?
What?
Like a cheap little Amazon, like old PlayStation.
That's what it is. I keep seeing this all over social media.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
what. There's no chance. There's no chance that that's a real thing.
Bro,
Are you serious?
I don't know.
They spent at least $200,000.
I don't know, bro. That's what I've been seeing everywhere. I don't know if it's a fib. You know,
dude,
write in, let us know.
I would lose my. Well, no, think about it, bro. They spent that much money. How do they not have a retreat plan? How are they not able to get back up? Like, it is baffling to me that they spent all this money and they got fucking stuck. And they got lost. And they're running out of oxygen at this moment. Currently, right now, I think today was the last day because there was only 4 days of oxygen left for the people in there. And this is day 4, I believe. I think it was on Sunday is where it disappeared.
Yeah.
So from Sunday to today, recording right now, it's over. There's no more oxygen.
I heard the Navy can't even get to them. That's how far down they are.
Yeah, because, dude, there was a map. It was a nice little diagram of how far they were. And it was like the Statue of Liberty is a little over 1,000 feet. 3,000 feet is the maximum size or the maximum depth that a giant squid will go down. 4,000 feet is the maximum depth that a sperm whale will go down to. And we're talking sperm whales to where all you hear is just a...
Yeah.
You don't even see them for the most part because nobody can because they're so fucking far down. These guys are 3 times the size down to go try and look for the Titanic. For one, didn't you learn? Didn't you? What do you think?
I don't know if how true this is too, but I saw another article that there was somebody, like a couple, that went missing in 2022 trying to look for the Titanic. But this was like a big yellow, like it looked more efficient than what these guys went down in, and they went missing. I don't know how true that is.
What do you think happened down there, dude?
I think it's because like the pressure, like you get down so far, like
you think everything just gave up?
I don't think it gives up, but like it eventually does because like you get so far down below, you know what I mean? Shit starts to crack and break, and I don't know.
You don't think that they would have built if they're making somebody pay $200,000 at least?
I'm sure it has $250,000. Yeah.
They're paying $200,000 to go down there. Don't you think that the equipment that they would have had would suffice for the object that they were doing in particular? Like the one reason why they bought that thing was to go down that far.
Now, though.
Well, we don't know.
Right.
You would think like they would test it to be sure, like on how much pressure.
Apparently, from what I found out, they didn't do almost anything to like either test, to regulate, to do anything to make sure that this thing was safe to go down. They just sent this fucking thing.
Damn.
From what I read, it was done at such a whim almost and at such a fast rate that like it for sure should not have been pushed.
That's crazy.
So what do you think happened though? I'm asking that in a serious manner, but like also conspiracy of this one because I truly believe I am terrified of the deep ocean because we have no fucking clue. I think something's down there that we don't know, and it was just like it's the thing I love.
Megalodon?
No. It's the thing I love. It's the god of the ocean. It's the fucking demon, Cthulhu or something like that.
Cthulhu?
Yeah, like something like that, but not like it might be something like that, but like I'm talking like a fucking squid that can laser out of his eyes or some shit. Was like, you think this is a game?
I think this is my theory. They didn't realize how little oxygen they had when they got down there, and they got so far down, they were like, all right, here's our 2 options. We can turn back around and go up and maybe make it. Just maybe make it and still survive. Or we can keep going and for sure see the Titanic and,
Oh, this is their last wish kind of deal?
Yeah. Who knows?
Did anybody
but
think
it's
that this was like a kind of like a suey thing? Because apparently like the owner or like the CEO of that situation was down there as well.
I don't know. Maybe he was just taking them, though, just to be like, yo, I told you, like, this shit works or whatever, you know? I don't know.
Maybe, what if it was an escape plan?
What do you mean?
What if they just wanted to restart, start new lives, pay $200,000, go down in this submarine, disappear, and now they just live in fucking somewhere else in the world?
Huh.
Just cut off like communication, say you sank and died.
What if there is a community down there that we don't know of yet, and only the richest of the rich have been going down there?
What is it? Atlantis, Lost City of Atlantis.
They found that, I think.
They did?
There was like reports that they found it somewhere. Joe Rogan was talking about it. I can't remember.
Joe Rogan talks about a lot of things.
He does.
He's a very intelligent man.
He be talking.
He's very logical.
He be talking. No, I think truthfully,
knowledgeable was the word
I really think, like maybe wild turn, because we were talking last on the Friday episode about them. I think maybe the aliens are down there, bro. And
that's what I say, bro.
They're look, bro, you realize you stepping on enemy territory now. I know we're on your Earth, but like, look.
I don't think there's like aliens. I think there's just giant fucking sea creatures that
we just haven't discovered because we haven't discovered. Fucking or like 90
and the ones 90. And if you get close, they just fucking demolish you. I feel like there's huge ass sea animals down there.
Oh my gosh,
like sea creatures, some giant fish. Like he was saying, like a giant fucking 20-foot squid. I bet there is.
Well, I know there's 20-foot squids that are just out there legit, but like we're talking like 100,000 foot. Like we're talking big dogs that are just like they're hidden.
Right.
Like I think for real. I mean, it is a.
I bet the deeper you go down, the bigger they get.
It's a conspiracy theory thing, but at the same time, bro, like you don't know. And I'm a big believer that down there's some shit that nobody wants to know exists. Because I'd be terrified to live on this fucking Earth.
NASA started out as like an ocean exploration thing before they,
went
to the outer space.
Oh, what happened? Do you know what happened?
I don't know.
They started that project. They started going down into the water, and then a couple years later, after doing that shit, they shot the fuck up. Why do you think they shot the hell up?
They found some shit they didn't want.
They found some shit down there, bro. They were like, oh, shit, dude, this is not what we should be fucking with.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I mean,
or maybe.
Do you feel bad for those people?
What people?
The people that are down in that submarine. Do you feel bad for them?
Just because they spent $250,000, and now they paid $250,000 just to die, potentially.
Okay.
Who knows what happens?
I mean, you knew there was some sort of risk when you signed up, though.
I mean, yeah.
Like you honestly think that if you go down in a submarine, like there's 100% guarantee that you're gonna come back up.
Yeah,
like if you personally think that see, like they had to be some sort of, like they had to know there was a risk.
Sign waivers
or something.
And like how unprepared this was. I kind of would imagine that maybe like all that crap wasn't even done. From what I saw, this was one of the like wildest like setup. Like how it wasn't set up for shit. There was nothing properly done for this. It was done terribly.
Damn.
And it just failed. And like I do feel bad to some people down there, but at the same time, bro, like you went down 12,500 feet just to look at the fucking Titanic, bro.
There's pictures of it,
bro. I'm gonna say this.
Cameras get sent down.
I don't remember the year the Titanic went down, but I don't think it'd be that cool to go down there to see some mossy ass bars and a broken ass ship. Like if you see this massive ship that's down there. Cool. You know what we could also do? We have the technology to drop a fucking camera down 12,500 feet. Yeah. Probably bring the motherfucker right back up. And then we're cool. With a light off one of the brightest lights in the world. Right. Why do you need to go down to look at it with your own eyeballs? And why are you content with spending that much money just to fucking go down there?
Buy a Lamborghini. Fuck.
There's so much money. There's so much other, and this is like.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not dogging them, but that's still cool to see.
There's so much other shit you could spend that fucking money on, like to help out people.
Right, but ain't that nuts though? It's like That's kind of like
maybe they're just really passionate.
I wonder if it's like super haunted down there and some like paranormal shit happened.
Dude, what if? Dude, I saw this fucking photo on.
What if like
Twitter.
the dead bodies are like
I saw this photo
zombies?
on Twitter and it was the funniest shit. I was like, what's the first thing the people are gonna like? Well, one, first off, it was where they were down in there and they were like the first thing the people see is they open up their eyes and it's the opening of Titanic where everybody's in the ballroom looking at you. I was laughing so hard at that because you just open your eyes because you die and you're like, oh fuck, I'm in the ballroom. But it was one of the videos. It was what's your first reaction? I want to ask you guys. You guys are in the submarine. What's your first initial reaction if you get saved?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say that somehow they get this boat and they bring it all the way up and everybody's alive. What's your first initial reaction? Like, what are you doing? Like, how are you reacting?
They probably don't even know that people think they're missing if they, like, you know what I mean? If they can't communicate with.
I'm coming up and I'm saying all the craziest lies.
Oh my god, yeah, bro.
I'm coming up,
I'm getting paid.
Dude, I'm coming up and I'm straight up being like, there's a fucking lion shark down there that was running with legs, jumping up, doing backflips and killing massive squids that also had fins on the side.
I met Aquaman.
Aquaman down there, dude.
Barnacle Boy.
There's fucking
SpongeBob
mermaids.
the whole gang.
There's mermaids down there.
I got a mermaid child.
The mermaids are hookers, dude.
You ever get slapped top from a fish, dog?
Yeah, like that, everything. I'm saying it all.
Oh man,
people are gonna think I'm loony, and
I'm gonna get paid.
I'm gonna have, and the best part is when I come back up, I'm gonna have so many people believing what I'm saying because they have no idea, and they're like, I fucking knew it. The mermaids are hookers.
Or I'm gonna be like, you go down there yourself and look.
Dude,
has nobody ever been down there?
Bro, humans can't withstand so much pressure. Like the more you get down, like your lungs
we go
will
down
explode.
12 feet and you start feeling that shit in a pool, bro.
Like your lungs will like explode.
Well, yeah, but I figure like there's fucking like Navy submarines. I figure they would go scope it out or something.
I mean, I'm sure Navy.
So
submarines
when you look it up, has somebody
can.
ever been down to the Titanic before?
Yeah, check that out.
Because if that's the case, then I mean they just fucked it up. They just dropped the ball.
They just didn't call the right engineers.
There's a lot of different things, and if they're really using that fucking controller, that is bonkers, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out too.
That is absolutely bonkers that they use that controller. But I think spending that much money on it for real, like I think that's just wild to me. That's
it's absurd.
$200,000 to go on, like what are you gonna do? You can't get out of it. You can't get out of the damn boat. You're just gonna swim around the boat and look at it. I don't know how big the boat is, but it's not like you can go into the fucking Titanic. You just look at it.
EYOS Expeditions, the team behind the iconic 5D expedition series, has carried out the first dive to the wreck of the Titanic in 14 years. Situated in 3,800 meters of water, approximately 380 miles southeast of St. John's, Newfoundland, the Titanic wreck was last visited by humans in 2005.
So people already did this. This is on them. This is 100% on them. They just dropped the ball. They didn't get the right people, the right technology. They didn't map out the same way that other people did.
James Cameron's been there.
Who's that?
Researchers, salvagers, and even filmmakers like James Cameron, who directed the blockbuster film Titanic, has made countless trips to the wreck, and for a pretty penny, tourists have been able to go to. So yes, people have been there and have seen the wreckage.
I feel like this is just like some Elon Musk going to the moon shit. It's just rich people trying to do
Elon Musk
shit.
Be setting Teslas to space, dog. What you mean?
He set it up, bro. He's
like, I got my little car up there already. I'm going to send a house up there next.
I just like, dude, how long ago was the Titanic? Like, I can't imagine, like, being down there and seeing that boat is anything extraordinary to see that you're like, oh, my God, it's the Titanic. That's the only part that really
what's your question?
When did the Titanic crash?
I got you.
Yeah, shout out Tech for not being here.
When did the Titanic sink? April 14th, 1912.
Brother, that is over 100 years old in the goddamn water.
Let it go.
Move on.
Jeez, it's been over 100 years. Let's talk about something new, man.
That's so
kidding.
fucking funny, dude. Goes, it's been 100 years.
For real, bro. It's like, God.
You know, there's a lot of problematic shit that can come with what you just said, Nicholas.
Oh, my God. I know. I'm sorry, people.
No, speaking of old ways, shout out Braden. Me and Braden were talking about this, and I want to ask you guys. What do you think was going through the mind of the first person that decided that for, like, back, let's talk, like, older times. Like, who's the one dude way back in the day that would go and kill the whole area and, like, would just, like, all of his men would just, like, rape the whole colony?
Christopher Columbus?
No, oh, my God.
He's not wrong.
No. It's old. Like
Vikings?
Yeah, like way back. I forgot what the dude's name is. You have to look that up again. I can't look that up.
I don't know what the fuck you're even trying to describe.
There's a dude that was very well known way back on in the day who would, in like 1800s, 1700s probably, maybe even prior, would go colony to colony and just murder and, you know, do wrap them up. It would just go literally from spot to spot, just going on, just killing people. And it was one of the, like, most notorious like packs of men that would just kill and just do that shit. I don't remember what his name is. I'm trying to help.
Jesse James?
No, Lord have mercy. Try and look it up. Just for bullshit. Just try and look that up.
Look up Vikings?
No. It's not a Viking. Just look up.
What the fuck is it?
Look up. God, I'm trying to think of how to help you look this up now. Look up historic leader that killed and did the R word to colonies. Yeah, it says the name will.
Colonies.
It would pop if you said the name. It would pop up. It would help out this tremendously. I can only fact check everything.
General Iwan Matsui.
No, let me see.
Fuck.
Dude,
I'm talking.
Did you ever check out like those like tribes in Africa? Have you ever looked into those?
Oh, bro, like the ones that you don't disturb.
Like, yeah, there's like
ones like
cannibal
in the
tribes.
There's like
I'm pretty sure there's like a cannibal tribe somewhere over there.
Bro, yeah, there's like
I was watching videos on this tribe called like the Hadza tribe or whatever, and they would hunt monkeys, like baboons and shit. Fucking badass, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
With like dogs, and they would chase them. Like they would stalk them and chase them. They were just like super fucking athletic, and like this guy I was watching, he went over there with them for like, I don't know, a few days or something, and he would go on the hunts, and he's like, dude, we've been running for like 8 hours, and these guys aren't even sweating, and it's like hot as fuck in the desert, and like they go in and they'll find like a beehive, and they'll just go in and fucking grab it and just start eating it.
What?
Get stung and shit. Like,
doesn't hurt?
No, because they're just like used to it. They're adapt to that. Like they literally like they wake up, they go hunt, bring back food, and like the women will make
sides
food. Like yeah, go get berries and other stuff, and like
that's crazy.
Like, that's what they do every day, and then they celebrate like the food that they got, and it looks crazy, but like there's no fucking way I'd be able to do that.
Hell no, bro. And I know there's like tribes you're not like you don't disturb because like even if you get close, they shoot arrows at you and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want people fucking with them, man.
Fuck no.
They take it because there was a guy who was trying to take religion to one of them colonies, and he ended up like getting like taken over and ended up like I'm pretty sure he got eaten.
Okay, I can start this all over again.
Probably.
Attila the Hun.
Who?
Okay, the dude was just a madman. He would just go over and kill. Him and his dude would just kill colonies nonstop. Back in those days when you were in the war, how they fought and how they would do guerrilla warfare, and they would consistently just have their swords and their shields, and they would just go nuts and kill that way. And how it was all hand-on-hand, Spartans, Vikings, and everything of that nature. And then the gun got invented. The powder gun that you stuff the barrel. Whose idea was it to line up in a row when you went to war and load at the same time and shoot the gun at the exact same time?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think was going through that guy's mind?
Yeah, who do you think? I'm going to cheat every time.
No, the opposite. Who has the worst war tactic ever? There's no hiding. You're in a wall of people in front of
like,
a wall of people.
Me, bitch.
You stuff this musket. You shoot. It takes 13 minutes to reload the musket, and it just stood in the wall, and that's how wars war. That's how wars war.
They were still figuring out, probably. Like, they didn't know.
Yeah, they're still like, what the fuck did we do now?
Adapt.
We shot our only bullet.
It's the funniest thought process to go, back in the day, we used to just be animals. And and the fighting and the killing was insane. You had balls with spikes on it that you'd put up on people's ribs. And then you turned to guns, and immediately it was like, everybody form a line, aim, fire, load.
Dude.
The thought process of that is fucking hysterical. That's how war was for a while.
Yeah, that's... Dude.
You just go... You imagine going up into the army, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm
like,
going to stand in a line.
I'm like, this is fucked. I'm in the front of the pack again.
It's so funny. It's such a funny thought process how bad that is.
Dude, I'd be so pissed.
Oh, my God.
You think they're like bigger guys in the front?
I don't even know if there was a size thing.
Huh.
Like, even like the archers, like the bow and arrow, like they would be from a distance and they would all shoot at once and it would just be a herd of arrows going over.
Yeah,
and that
but
was
they had multiple arrows.
That was a good tactic because you weren't standing in front of the people. This one, you literally are standing side of like the Civil War or whatever it was, where they're fucking just in front of each other, just looking eye to eye, trying to get this musket to hit a motherfucker.
Bro.
It's the funniest thought
Jiminy
process.
Muskets.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, they probably weren't even... I mean, fuck it. That's just how you had to do it. They probably couldn't shoot that far, or at least that far accurately. You just had to go for it. Like, hopefully
they were probably full sending everything.
Hopefully you shot first and this guy fucking missed. Like,
right?
Who do you think
they threw it up to a hope and a prayer?
Who do you think would win in a war? A line full of people with guns like that, or an army of swords and shields?
Swords and shields, because you only get one bullet, and you got takes. You know, how long to reload?
Did you guys ever watch Deadliest Warrior?
Yup. That shit was so dope.
So
I played the game.
Did you ever?
There's a game that came out on console. It was for like 360. I'm pretty
No
sure.
shit.
It was so badass.
That's hard. That's so sick.
hard.
Did you ever watch that show? Oh my god! I used to.
What is it about?
They would take like the weapons from that era. No, wouldn't they like?
It depended on the tribe and it depended on the crew. There was like different gangs and like all the stuff that they would do, like Al Capone, like what Al Capone's gang would use, like the certain weapons that
I'm gonna
just
look that
that
up
one
when I
was.
go home.
And so they would take these weapons and they would take them up against like ballistic dummies, and they would test like how hard it would be to get hit by like a baton like that, and like for like the Vikings, like a sword, like how far would the sword cut through a body, or like and it would just show the fierce weaponry that this group would have, and then they would test. It would always be 1 versus 1, and at the end of the episode, they would have like one of them was like zombies versus vampires. I believe it was, and they just fought, and like what the zombies would do, like the claw of a zombie and the bite of a zombie, the strength of that, the venom, how fast does the venom go? The vampires, the bite of that, like them being able to fucking fly.
Badass,
and shit.
bro.
They would take these really really nice statistics of it, and they would put them against each other, and then at the end of it, they would level out like, okay, let's say that. I think that one was the Viking, the zombie one. They had like 5 vampires versus like 100 zombies, and they would do a bunch of simulations of it to see who would win in that fight. And you would find out who the deadliest warrior was. Mm-hmm. There was one. It was the Trojans, the Spartans, and the Spartans faced somebody. But it was the coolest shit because it would be like the Spartans versus the mob all the time. It was always this wild combination. You would never think that would be in a fight, and every single time you would find out who would actually win. And then I think on the season finale of it, they had all the best ones go at it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, damn, that's so badass.
I forgot. I don't remember, but I remember one time there was like a bunch of shit.
I'm going to look up where you can watch it now, dude. I really want to watch it. You
that
took
show
me back to my
was
Grammys.
Elite, dude. It was such a cool one that I would take the punching bag downstairs and I would like practice as if I was doing that. Like how hard would Chuck Liddell did one, and it was like
Apple TV.
He had like spiked knuckles, and so they would have like the strength of, let's say, a Spartan. It was the strength of a Spartan, so Chuck Liddell would have the strength of a Spartan, would punch the rib cage of this dummy and see the damage that it would do to it. It was so sick. It's something cool to watch. I highly recommend it.
I'll have to check it out.
It was on Spike TV.
It is badass.
It was worth it. For sure worth it.
You said it's on Apple TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple TV, and it's on another one, like a way better. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime Video.
Yeah, we have Prime, so we could we could dabble.
Dabbling in that deadlift.
I think I got Apple TV. See, it's contagious.
Yeah.
You got me
The
on,
Knox
you're trying to
just
fist
gave you,
bump
dude.
over
Fist me, bro. Fist me.
God, we all getting fisted today.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
smokes.
Oh, there is another thing on that board that I wanted to talk about real quick, and I want to see.
ZB better?
Yeah, that is a part of it. Thank you for.
Oh, that's a 2?
It's the podcast that I was going to bring up.
Who?
I thought that was a Z. ZB better.
Yeah, like
A
who?
Z? No, I have terrible handwriting, Cody Ray. Look, I want to
noticed.
talk about traditional relationships. I want to get you guys' opinion.
Look
on
at the
traditional
spacing. No, hold on a second. Look how spaced out traditional is.
Yeah.
And like, look how fucking clusterfucked relationship is.
What's ZB
Like,
better?
traditional is so spread out, and then relationship that.
I didn't pick up the pen once.
Yeah, like the LAT and.
Yeah, I don't
Is that
know.
an H or an I? I think it's supposed to be an I, but it looks
It's
like
an
an
I.
H.
It's an I.
Is like literally stacked on top of
This
each
is
other.
why I have to lead conversation on everything on the
Yeah,
board
what
because
the
nobody
fuck
can
is
read
that?
what the fuck I write.
Yeah, man. I can read Scramble.
I can read Scramble. Yeah, we have a golf scramble.
Stud in line.
Stand in line.
Stand in line.
Yeah, that was the part that I had there. This guy-
Stud
this
in
guy.
line. Stud in line. All right, to be better.
Okay. Traditional relationships. I wanted to ask what you guys felt about a traditional relationship, an old school traditional relationship. The only reason why I'm asking is because I've been watching this podcast on TikTok. I haven't dabbled into a whole episode or not, but the To Be Better podcast has a man and woman. They are in a marriage, I believe, and they talk about their relationship, how like what they do. Basically, he brings the money and gives her like a daily allowance, and she, when he gets home, she takes care of him as much as she possibly can, as much as he takes care of her. And they seem to be doing fucking like amazing. Like, and the way that they talk to each other and they praise each other up and they do that way it's very, very nice. But I wanted to ask how you guys felt about traditional relationships where like the man goes out to work and the woman stays home and raises the kids, and then the woman does the stuff in the household. Where are you guys at on that?
I mean,
Would you do that? Would you do that if you could financially comfort your household to where she didn't have to work and you could pay? No?
Only just because I'm like, listen, I'm bringing in this much right now. You don't have to work. But if you do work, we can make this much and get a bigger house. Or something like that, you know. We could always have more.
So what if you have, because you were talking about, last episode, you were talking about potentially having a kid. One of the reasons why that is a thing is because the woman is so strong and is able to have a kid. And, you know, if you're able to push a baby out of your hoo-ha to stay at home with the kid.
Right.
Do you think that...
I mean, I'd let it be her choice, I suppose.
Well, okay. But I'm saying if you were able to, would that be something that you would want to throw on there?
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
Okay. So it's a good conversation to have just because, like, a lot of people have different opinions on how relationships should be ran. It's not a thing of us telling you how a relationship should be ran, but more of a opening eyes of this topic in particular of just traditional, just straight up. Like, could you be with a woman, Cody Ray, and financially support her if you were able to? Because I know back in the day, people weren't able to, and they still did that, and they struggled.
Come home and beat her because she cooked the meatloaf.
I mean, it just depends on like what she'd be doing all day. Like if I have kids, then I would definitely want her to stay home, like if she wanted to. But like if she's just gonna sit there and watch TV and shit, like nah, you can probably go to work. But like if you're being productive, like I don't know,
you know, taking care of the kids,
like
cleaning the house, making
like
lunch.
The house is dirty and shit, and you're like, "Hey, yo,
phone laundry,
like
doing
you come
dishes,
home, like what'd you do all day?
sweeping,
Oh, I watched this all day.
Carpet
like,
cleaning, dusting, washing the windows down, cleaning the car.
Not even all that. Like, just
Dude,
like,
I
just like being
went on a whole
productive, like
chore
trying
list.
to like be a productive member of society, like doing something out there, like helping out in the community.
Yeah.
Like, not like going all out or something, but like fucking
Yeah. Fucking
like, you know what I mean? Just like not just sitting there all day. I don't want that. But
yeah.
like,
because I know it also was a thing with traditional relationships where it's like an honor thing for the guy to go and be able to financially support everything involving in your household, so where the woman doesn't have to work, the woman doesn't have to do anything besides take care of what is at home.
Yeah, but look at how a lot of them relationships always ended.
And like,
what do you mean?
Like, very abusive, it seems like.
Damn, so you're saying the stigma is potentially
traditional
true.
Is fucking abusive.
Really? Don't fall back on that statement now.
Dude will come.
Talk your shit.
Dude will come home from work, pissed off, had a bad day. Meatloaf's overcooked. Oh, Tina down.
Tina.
No sound.
Tina.
I mean, it could be a thing for real. I mean,
you know what I mean?
It's not out of the. I'm not. This is just spitballing on this topic for real.
What the fuck is that cup?
What is that cup? It's a cup.
That traditional?
What the fuck does that mean?
That cup a traditional cup?
It is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah. It's a traditional. I don't know where you're going.
How do you feel about this? I don't know. I just think a lot of them relationships weren't all that healthy and good because people need like their own thing to do and like that they enjoy or something they enjoy or brings them joy. You know what I mean?
I think that would be one of the main things for me is the fact that if you don't find joy being home and taking care of the kids, like if I could, like I'm not gonna have kids clearly. But if I was able to financially, I can't. Thank you. If I was financially able to afford to have Cleve be a stay-at-home mom for the cats, and just clean the house, do whatever, chill out, as long as like the house was taken care of, like I'm cool.
Right.
I'm totally fine with it. Like by all means, but I don't want to come home and have to work more after work and taking care of you for this one. And I think that's like a standpoint for it. And that's why I love the To Be Better podcast because
how much does he give her on that podcast, like an allowance? They say
I think she said it maybe once or twice. I don't know if the number's actually been out there, but like it's enough because he makes good money. So he can financially do it, which is like it's kind of a thing where it's like if you're talking to the people and you're saying these things to the community and the public out there, they have to also be mindful to know that you might not be able to financially do this. But if you want to do this, this is a proper way to do it by having a significant other that is respectful and can be there by your side and be your rock. And that's one thing I love about the podcast for real. I really like the way that they carry each other and make sure that they're giving that person 100% because they know that they're getting 100% back. And like, I can give you my all because you're going to support me and give me my all. It's awesome. That's like me and Cleve, for the most part, I would say do that. It's a little harder because, we both work and she's going to school and this and that. So it's a little harder. You pull back because you have to give off for yourself. Mm-hmm. But the traditional relationship of that, I think, is actually a decent little way because it's like, as long as you can lean fully and the other person can lean fully, I think that shit's sick.
Right.
I like it. I think it's cool. Now, the stigma of what you were talking about, I believe, is also kind of true because there's some guys that try to do that, and the reason why is because they're struggling to do it, but they really want to do it because they want to take care of that woman
it's a pride
kid
thing.
and at the house and want to make sure that the household is taken care of yourself. But if you can't do it, you're just down on yourself, and that's 100% what it is. It's a pride thing. But I think it's sick, and I think that like if you can successfully do it, and it works 100% to 100%, I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah. I guess when you do put it like that, I mean, it would be, it'd be nice.
But it just all depends if you're able to do it.
Yeah, you just got to be able to do it.
I think the thing sucks, too, is that a lot of people have that thought process to do that, to actually go ahead because that's how they were either raised or that's what they thought is the genuine way to go about it. And financially, they are not able to do it, and they short-circuit themselves, which sucks because, like you said, the stigma of it, I'm sure that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think there's
who knows? I wasn't alive back then.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a reason why the wife beaters are wife beaters.
Oh, my God.
They take off their work shirt, and then they have the wife beater.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think it's cool. And I wanted to give props to that podcast because that podcast is doing it cool. And
kudos to them, then.
Also, they really... Another thing that I really liked about them, because I could see it with mine, is that they pick at each other really good. And they really, like, pop at each other in a fun way. And I love that. If you can't be in a relationship, dude, where you're shit-talking each other all the time, bro, and just chirping back and forth, bro. Like, there's a time, like I say on the podcast before, like, she would look at me. We look at each other on the couch. She just looks at me and goes, you ain't got no eyebrows. And I'm like, you ain't got no eyebrows. Motherfucker, I just got a big-ass movie projector on my forehead.
Hell yeah, you do.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, you said it. Hey, you got a little bro.
I got a flight. I got a flight, though, I want to do for us before we get out of here. 3 body modifications that you would do to yourself. Whether it is a serious one that you can do a surgery on to where it's like, extending your legs, or, maybe some cosmic stuff like maybe a better jawline. Or if you want to just like have an Iron Man hand. If you want to have jetpacks inside tucked in your back, and you can take the jetpacks out of your back and shoot up into the air. What's 3 body modifications that you would do?
Oh, man, that's a really good one. I would replace my liver with like something more sustainable that doesn't affect my body.
So some science has to go into that one. Okay. What does it do? Like, what do you like? The liver can just process and deliver anything, and it doesn't matter what you eat or drink. You're good. Okay.
Or it turns it into like.
Mix can be an alcoholic.
Or it turns it into like water or something. Like it makes it good for me.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And then I would make the bottom of my feet whenever I want. I just click them and boom, I got Heelys. So boom.
That's not even a modification. You can just buy Heelys and do that.
No, not if I'm barefoot. Just click, boom, like like on the bottom of my heels, like my bare feet, like boom.
I get what you're saying now, but like.
It's my fucking modifications. If I want
you're
to
right.
Go ahead.
Look my nuts.
Rating. I mean, we get the rating.
And then I would I'd rip out all my teeth and get fake ones, like, nice teeth.
You get a nice set. Okay.
I'd get a nice set of teeth.
Okay, I give that a 6 because I don't know what the hell the Healy part was.
You can lick my fucking dick.
I'll say 7.
Yeah, that's a little better. 7. You can still lick my ball.
You better shove it up inside yourself first, make it warm.
Oh, what?
Okay. What are you doing to yourself?
First things first, I'm going to have the ability to climb, run, and the strength of an ape.
Oh, shit. Okay. So some science shit.
Yeah. Like all the time. Like at any point. Number 2, I want to be able to... Credit to Taylor for this one. I want to be able to jump from any height and have 0 damage on my feet or body.
Oh, okay, that's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Like springs in your shins.
And number 3, I want to have a Men in Black memory thing that I can shoot out of my. That I could just like.
Oh, and
it's just like a like out of my wrist. Just.
I give it a 9. Them are all pretty solid, dude.
Hell yeah,
dude. What if you just get done? Okay, theoretically, because you're married now, but like, what if you just get done like banging a hot chick, and then like you go to wave bye to her, and you go, psh, and then you just like flash her. She has no recollection.
I had the best date of my life, and then I fucking go and give her a high five, and I'm like, oh, bye.
She don't know who I am.
It's like, I gotta do this. Just like 40 first dates, bro. God damn
yeah,
it.
50 first dates.
I thought I said 40-year-old virgin and 50 first dates.
What?
All right, Cody Ray, what's yours?
I'm gonna give you an 8.
Hell yeah! What's your modifier,
here,
bro? I'd like be able to feel no pain. Like I don't know how to work that out or how to word it, but like
feel no
ultimate pain relief.
Okay.
And just like you don't feel pain, like you can run through you can get hit with a baseball bat and not feel it.
Okay.
I'd fix my eyes so I can see.
It's a pretty good one.
Can actually see.
That's needed.
Most definitely needed.
I can see. I was looking at the lenses about 10 minutes ago, and I was like, "Those some thick motherfuckers."
They're thick and they're dirty. I need to clean them.
Some thick.
I just need to get fucking new eyes, and then I would. Fuck.
Get a bigger dong?
It's just a waste. I don't want to waste it on that.
What else you thinking cooking up in that little little frying pan of yours.
Just make me more
All I
like
can think
fast and stealthy.
Fast and stealthy? Okay, fuck.
So I can like rob banks and shit like a ninja.
So he gets
In
his
and out.
cosmic done for his penis and goes, I don't fucking use this thing. What the fuck?
The only thing this thing is good for is giving me back pain now.
It's so fucking funny to me. I'm sorry. It's so good.
Oh, that's
He goes,
as
just
much
before
as
I got a stroke, dude. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
As much as I love your list, bro, I gotta give it a 6. I gotta
just
give
because
it
I
a
don't want a
6.
bigger dong.
I'll give it a 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. Honorable mention too. I would get a new jawline. I would get like one of the Matt Rife jawlines, just so I could shave my beard off and just have a mustache and it would look good. Because if I did that right now, brother.
Another honorable mention, then I would get a bigger dog.
How big? What size do you want?
Oh man, I don't want it too big. I want to be like big though, to where OnlyFans, you know, they're like, hey, yo, like
What is it? What is it?
let's go like 10 and 5/8, almost 11.
How girthy?
Man.
You're looking at a lot of objects that I hope is not. Oh my god, this is a piece,
No,
bro.
stop. It's not a piece. Okay, you see that the bottom of the dry erase marker spray up there on the bar.
That is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Point
That
at
is
that.
the skinniest, longest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
You literally just got like a ruler.
Oh my god, that would be the that looks like
Like
a
a
foot
ruler
long you
dick.
get from Woody's, dude.
I'm like,
That's
You do that to yourself?
you probably could. That's the only reason why he wants to do it is it's like, that's genius.
Just measure it up. Like that's about an inch. I'll just do 11 of those.
do 11 of those.
Oh yeah, you can fucking.
Oh my god, smack my own forehead.
A lot of people smack themselves with their hands. I do it with my penis.
Oh man.
My honorable mention is I would like make my hands to be able to adapt to palm anything, like grow to that size. Like if I wanted to palm.
Terrifying.
That's
You're about to
kinda-
be like this and it's just stuck. Wait, is it like
No,
magnet? Or you
and
mean,
then it's like, no.
okay,
Like
I got you.
not
I
like
got you.
magnet,
Comprehended
but like-
now.
Like say
You
there
could
was-
grab anything.
Say like I
Steel.
could fucking palm this table. Like you know what I mean? Just like my hand would grow and I'd be able to palm it.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of badass.
I
Fuck.
rock with that. Okay.
Hey, Cody Ray, palm this bus.
Stop this bus. Psh.
Okay, for sure. All right, guys. Well, that's the episode. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of
Yes,
the
thank
Boogered Up
you.
podcast. Make sure you guys are doing all the shit we tell you
Yeah.
to all the time. It means the world to us. Make sure you guys
Do it all.
subscribe and rate and review and doing all that shit. If you're listening right now on Apple, if you're listening to us right now on Spotify, excuse me. Make sure that shit is downloaded, please. It means the world to us. And if you have not already, leave that rating. YouTube, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're listening to it on audio platforms, you get this far, please go onto YouTube. Type a comment. It's super sick. We love seeing their feedback on the episodes.
We like that shit. We like that shit.
Golf Scramble, September 9th. We've already said it a billion times. We'll say it some more.
Say again.
Get the teams in. We'll let you guys know how soon until it's going to sell out, but it's going to be going fast. We're making announcements, and I'm telling you what, they're moving quick. They're moving real fucking quick. So, other than that, guys, have a great week. We'll catch you guys on Friday. Don't do anything we want to do. Peace and blessings.
Shut up!